Welcome back to True Talk Cafe, where we keep it real, relevant, and maybe step on a few toes in the best way possible. Hey there, it's Renee with this week's micro episode. Today's topic is called choice. It's a simple word with a heavy impact. And if we're being honest, it's wildly underestimated. So let's get into it. Every single day, you're making choices. Some are obvious, like what to eat, what to wear, whether to hit the snooze for the third time like it's a competitive sport. And I'm very good at that. But the real game changers, those quiet, behind the scene choices, such as choosing to speak up or stay silent, choosing to grow or comfort, choosing accountability or excuses. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Your life is not just happening to you, it's responding to you. Let that sink in. We love to blame circumstances. We love to point fingers at timing, people, or how things turned out. But let me ask you something. How many times have you said, I didn't have a chance? Or that's just how it is? Maybe this one, I had to do it. Well, the answer is no, you chose it. Even when the options were limited, it was uncomfortable, and when it felt unfair, you still made a choice. Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't about guilt. This is about power. Because the moment you realize you have a choice, you also realize you have control. And that's where things start to shift. So I want you to think about a time when you stayed in something longer than you should have. It could be a job, a relationship, a mindset. You knew it wasn't serving you, but you stayed anyway. Why? Because choosing differently felt risky. It might have been uncomfortable, uncertain, but let me tell you something real quick. Not choosing is still a choice. And usually it's the one that keeps you stuck. Now, the truth is, you don't need more time, more information, and you don't need another sign from the universe wrapped in glitter. You just need to decide because clarity doesn't come before the decision. It comes because of it. So let's bring it home. I want you to sit with this question. What are you choosing differently moving forward? Not what you hope will change or you wish was different, but what are you actively choosing? It could be a new standard, a new boundary, maybe a new level of discipline, or a new way of thinking about yourself. So here's your assignment because we don't just talk, we take action at True Talk Cafe. I want you to write a commitment statement and mean it. Something that makes you pause for a second and think, okay, now I actually have to show up differently. Because once you put it in writing, you've made a decision. And decisions drive results. So at the end of the day, your life is a reflection of your choices. So if you want a different outcome, it's going to require a different decision. So no more waiting, no more default mode, no more handing your power over to whatever happens. Let's go ahead and make that choice. So if this message hit home for you, share it with someone who needs that reminder. And as always, keep showing up, keep doing the work, and keep choosing better. Until next time, this is Renee with True Talk Cafe. No fluff, no filter, just true talk. Bye.